Hey Mountain Kids, this is Rob Wade with a little more Outdoor Core, and I am reaching out to you from the Bucks Lake Wilderness area. And so I just thought that I would take a moment to talk about a Mountain Kid backpack by looking at my own backpack. So there are three things that I think should always be on your mind when you're packing to go out. If you're just going out for a few minutes, a half hour right around your house, you obviously don't need to pack a pack. You can, it'd be kind of fun anyway. But if you're going out for a half hour, an hour, a lot of times those adventures stretch on much longer. So it's always good to be prepared. And I always think of three things when I'm packing my pack. I'm thinking about my ons, I'm thinking about my ins, and I'm thinking about my tools. So let me get into what I mean by that. So, by ons, I mean the things that you're going to put on. Here's a hat with a brim, and that's really important. It's a sunny day today, so I've been wearing my cap all day long, and it has been good for me. So that's one of my ons. Also, if it gets colder, I've got a warm layer here to give me a little more insulation. Sometimes another on that I might have would be let me just pull it out. A beanie, so that if I'm not worrying about the sun as much, but I'm worrying about the cold, then I will pull out my beanie and put that on, and it will warm my head up and help to keep me warm. So another on, and another on again is I have a little down jacket in my pack. Another little thing to keep me warm. This one has a hood and is long sleeve, and the material will also kind of keep the wind and even a little bit of the moisture out. So another little on to look at. And one last little on is when it's really cold out, you never know, it's sometimes a good idea to have gloves. I mean, I'm up in the snow, so these are all good ons to be thinking about. And of course the other ons are just the clothing that you put on. And remember, what you put on, you can take off if you get too warm. So they're on and offs, but I always think of them as ons. The next category are the ins. Most important in, water bottle. This is my Outdoor Core Mountain Kid water bottle, and it is full of water, and I need to actually take a drink from it. And so that's one of the most important ins. I often tell kids, you always want to have a full bottle and an empty bladder when you start an adventure, and then you kind of reverse that as you empty your bottle and fill your bladder and keep taking care of yourself that way. Another important in, if you're out for a little while, is a little bit of food. So this is a little container of wild sardines. Not my favorite thing in the world to eat, but man, when you're out here, putting some sardines in your body are a wonderful thing. Another really good in to keep the calories flowing. And then something pretty common is like an energy bar, just to keep the energy moving along when you're out being active. So those are examples of ins. And just like I said, the ons also you can take off. The ins will also come out eventually, and we do have to manage that if you're going to be out for a while, but we're not going to cover that in the backpack portion. And then we get into tools, and I'm just going to mention a couple little things. This is a bag that has a bunch of skiing tools. So if I need wax for my skis, then I can reach in here and I've got any number of resources that are the right tools and materials to help me be successful. So that's a good example of a tool or a piece of equipment. Let's see, what else do I have? I don't have a whole lot more in here. I was talking about not only the ins but the outs. Here's a little baggie with toilet paper in it if I happen to need it. There's a whole science to pooping out in the wild, and we're not going to get into that right now, but I do have that in my pack. Another tool that I often bring is a knife. So I've got just a decent little knife that I clip onto my pocket. Obviously, you would never bring this to school, but you would definitely bring this out in the wild if you are a prepared mountain kid and you own a knife and you've been taught to use it well. I've known many a mountain kid that have made mistakes and cut themselves by not really knowing how to skillfully use a knife. So if you have a knife, please be careful, but it is a wonderful tool when you're getting out and about. And then I'll just point out another tool. Since I decided to come up into the snow, I took the right equipment. There's a couple of pairs of my skis and my poles, and then the funky boots that go with those skis. So anyway, this is just a little Mountain Kid backpack session, little video to get you thinking about what you need to pack for your adventure. A lot of times if I'm out to going and exploring, I'll bring my field journal too. There's a lot of other things I could bring, but these are the basics, and always be remembering your ins, your ons, and your tools. Those are the things that you will need to be successful on any Mountain Kid adventure. So good luck, get out there, have fun, take care.